Okay, so we're still looking at investment appraisal, how businesses decide on which projects to invest in. So we're going to look at another investment appraisal technique called the profitability index. Okay, so it's basically telling us for every one quarter we invest in the project, how much is our profit? Okay, or how much is our return basically? Okay, yes. So with the profitability index, if your profitability index is less than one, then do not accept the investment. Okay, not accept because you are getting less than you put in. If your profitability index is equal to one, it's like you have broken even. Your profitability index is greater than one, you accept because you are getting more than you invested. Okay. So how we get our profitability index is just the summation of our the present values of our cash flows and by the initial cost of the investment. Excuse me. Okay. So what's going to happen is our cash flows will convert them into present values to get their value today, and then we're going to divide it by the initial cost of the investment. Okay. So for example, company. Yes, sir. Is that a question? Okay, okay, okay. Any questions before I move further? Okay. Okay. So for a company, so here, this is an example. A company wants to invest in a certain project. Okay. The cost of the project is 1.5 million kwacha. The following the expected cash flows from the project. Okay, so let's say year one, expect to make 1 million. Year 2, expected to make 950,000. Year 3, supposed to make, say, 750,000. Cost of capital is 10%. Evaluate if the investment is viable using the profitability index. Okay, so here I'm going to find out if our investment is worthy or not. So the first thing is this money which we expect to receive in the future, we need to convert it into today's value. And once you convert it into today's value, then you can use this formula to get the profitability index. Okay, so our cash flow here, have our discount factor, and we have our present value here. So in year 1, we expect to make 1 million. Our discount rate is 10%, so remember to get our discount factor, it's 1 plus R, the power negative T. So in this case, our rate here is 10%, so R will be 0.1. 1 plus 0.1, that is 1.1. We put it to the power 1. So do you have your calculator? Calculate for me 1.1 to the power negative 1. 0.909. Okay, 1.1 to the power negative 2. Year 3, cash flow 750,000. So do 1.1 to the power negative 3. Okay, so now we can get our present values. 1 million times 0.909, what do we get? Okay, 900. Okay, then here 950,000 multiplied by 0.826. And here 750,000 multiplied by 0.751. All right. So as we said, we have to get the total of our present values. So we add 909,000 plus 784,700 plus 563.50. What do we get? 2,256,000. Mhm. Okay. So this we get our profitability index, the sum of our the present value of the cash flows. So 2,256,950 divided by 1.5 million. 1.5. Yes. So basically, for every one kwacha you invest, we're getting back 1.5 kwacha as our profit or our return. So we can accept since the PI 1.5 is greater than 1, meaning we're getting more than we put in. Any questions? Okay. Then there's the other method, which is the accounting rate of return, which is also whenever we hear return, it's telling you what money you're getting back from your investment, basically. Okay. So we can look at the accounting rate of return. And basically it's just telling you what is your return from the investment. Simple as that. What is your return from the investment? So here, let me just bring back this question. Let's say a company wants to buy a machine. The cost of the machine is 1.5 million. Okay. Say also the machine has a scrap value of 500,000 after 3 years. Okay. And they ask us, evaluate if the investment is viable using the accounting rate of return. Okay. So here, first things first, usually you get your depreciation. Okay. Remember, depreciation is the loss in the value of an asset. All right, so depreciation, since here we've been given a scrap value, so we know it's the straight line method Formula is cost minus scrap value divided by number of years. So this machine costs 1.5 million. It's got a scrap value of 500,000. And it's got a lifespan of 3 years. So 1.5 million minus 500,000, we get 1 million. Then what is 1 million divided by 3 by 3? Okay, we'll just leave it like this, rounded it off to, yeah. Okay, next, get get your profits. Um, so remember, profit is just your revenue minus your costs. Okay. So in this case here, our only cost is depreciation. Okay, but in real life, there are other costs apart from depreciation. So in a question, if they bring, apart from depreciation, if they bring other costs, also deduct them. Okay. But usually the questions will just only give you depreciation. So all these cash flows, we're going to subtract them by 333,000. So that we get, yes, cash flow minus depreciation to give us our profit. So 1 million minus 333, 950,000 minus 333. I'm here. No, 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 no. I'm here. Can you hear you clearly? Okay, your turn. 616,667. Okay, then 750,000 minus 3333333. Okay, so what I just forgot to put is the formula for accounting rate of return. Accounting rate of return is your average profit divided by average cost of investment times 100. Okay. So here we need to get our average profit. Okay. Because step one for depreciation and then step two for the profits, we're working towards getting our average profit. Okay. So average profit equals total profit divided by number of years. Okay. So let's total up our profits here. How many years do we get? Yeah, we add up the profits. Excuse me. Oh, you are kicked out. So I was even waiting here. Okay. We add the profits. Okay. 1,700,001. Okay, so this we divide it by the number of years. So 1,700,001 divided by 3. All right. So we can call this like step 3 where we get our average profit. Then we can say step 4, we get our average cost of investment. So average cost of investment equals the initial cost plus scrap value divided by 2. Okay, initial cost of investment plus the scrap value divided by 2. So the initial cost is 1,500,000 plus 500,000 divided by 2. So basically, 1,500,000 plus 500,000, that's 2 million. 2 million divided by 2, 1 million. Okay, that's how you get your average cost of investment. So once you've got your average profit and the average cost of investment, you can calculate the average rate of return. Average profit 566,667 divided by average cost of investment 1 million times 100%. All right, that's a nice return. Okay. So this is like your annual return. Okay. So usually there's a you compare it the way it is done with accounting rate of return. It's compared with either another project or maybe a target return that the company is looking for. Okay. So always yes. You moment you just say scrap value.